The 10 most talked about peptides. If peptides actually worked the way the internet promises, half the fitness industry would already be out of business. No programs, no coaches, no discipline, just tiny vials solving years of bad habits. But that's not how biology works. Intro today, we're breaking down the 10 most talked about peptides in fitness and health. Not what influencers claim they do, not what marketing pages promise, but what people realistically expect from them, what they can actually do based on current understanding. Quick disclaimer before we start. This video is purely educational. Nothing here is advice or a recommendation. It's about understanding, not promotion. And one more thing, if there's a fitness or health topic you want broken down without hype, drop it in the comments. If this kind of honest, grounded content helps you, subscribing supports the channel. Let's get into it. 1. BPC 157. Let's begin with one of the most talked about peptides in fitness circles, BPC 157. You'll often hear it mentioned in relation to injury recovery, tendon repair, joint health, and sometimes even gut issues. That's where the hype comes from. Injuries are frustrating. They halt progress, derail routines, and crush motivation. Anything that promises faster healing naturally draws attention. What people expect. Many assume BPC 157 will relieve pain instantly, accelerate healing dramatically, or act as a shortcut to jump back into training as if the injury never happened. In reality, BPC 157 may support natural biological processes related to tissue repair. That's its primary role. It does not override the body's natural timelines. Tendons still heal slowly, ligaments still require progressive loading. Pain doesn't disappear simply because a compound is involved. Potential downsides: very limited long-term human data. Individual responses vary significantly. Cannot replace proper rehabilitation or structured rehab programs. Offers no protection against poor training decisions or reckless behavior. The hard truth: no compound can make up for years of abuse or reckless training. Peptides like BPC 157 are tools. They can help your body recover efficiently, but they are not magic. Effective recovery still requires patience, consistency, and disciplined rehab. If you're chasing quick fixes or expecting instant results, BPC 157 will likely disappoint. 2. TB500. TB500 is another peptide that often comes up alongside BPC 157 in fitness discussions. TB500 is linked to mobility, tissue repair, and overall long-term durability. It's the peptide people talk about when they say, "I just want my body to feel normal again." What people expect. The hype around TB500 often comes with lofty expectations, feeling brand new, moving effortlessly like years ago, erasing signs of wear and tear, and bouncing back from injuries instantly. Many see it as a shortcut to reclaiming a body free from aches, stiffness, or nagging limitations. What's realistic? The truth is more grounded. TB500 may support cellular processes related to recovery and tissue repair, but it is far from a miracle solution. It doesn't make you injury-proof, nor does it undo the effects of overuse. Even with this peptide, tissues still need proper loading, muscles need strengthening, and mobility must be gradually restored. In other words, it can help, but it cannot replace the work your body already requires to heal and adapt. Potential downsides, like BPC 157 TB500, comes with its caveats. Overblown expectations. Users often expect dramatic results overnight. Misuse as a crutch, relying on a peptide instead of correcting training mistakes or improving recovery habits. Here's the uncomfortable reality: if your recovery strategy is ignore pain until something breaks, TB500 will not save you. It is a supportive tool, not a magic reset button. Its benefits are subtle, context dependent, and most effective when paired with smart training, proper mechanics, consistent rehab, and patience. Ultimately, TB500 is best viewed as a recovery enhancer, not a replacement for fundamental care. 3. CJC1295. Now we're entering growth hormone territory, where expectations often become inflated. It's important to clarify right away: CJC1295 does not supply growth hormone directly. Instead, it signals your body to release more of its own natural growth hormone. That distinction is crucial. It's a support tool. Why its popular growth hormone is widely associated with improved recovery, sleep quality, body composition, and tissue repair. The promise of enhanced recovery, faster faster fat loss and muscle gain makes CJC1295 highly appealing, especially to athletes, biohackers, and fitness enthusiasts looking for an edge. CJC1295 can provide supportive effects, but it does not create transformations on its own. Its effectiveness is contingent on a solid foundation, consistent nutrition, structured training, and adequate sleep. When these basics are already in place, CJC1295 may slightly enhance recovery and body composition over time, but it is not a shortcut to dramatic results. Potential downsides: hormonal systems are highly sensitive. CJC1295 cannot override chronic sleep deprivation, poor stress management, inconsistent or improper training. Even the most sophisticated peptide will be limited if the fundamentals of health and performance are neglected. Over-reliance on CJC1295 without addressing lifestyle factors can lead to disappointment and wasted effort. Key takeaway: CJC1295 is a tool for enhancement, not transformation. Its value comes from supporting processes your body is already capable of rather than creating entirely new outcomes. Those expecting miraculous fat loss, muscle gain, or overnight recovery will likely be let down. 4. Ipamorelin. Ipamorelin is often marketed as a cleaner and more selective growth hormone secretagogue. Expectations: people often anticipate faster recovery from training, improved sleep quality, enhanced performance, subtle body composition benefits. The promise sounds attractive, especially for those looking for a mild boost without the intensity of stronger peptides like CJC1295. Reality check: in practice, Ipamorelin's effects are generally subtle and supportive. On its own, it will not build muscle, burn fat, or dramatically transform your physique. Without consistent training, proper nutrition, and quality sleep, Ipamorelin will have minimal noticeable impact. The real issue: the disappointment isn't the peptide, it's the expectation gap. Many people assume that support compounds like Ipamorelin are magic bullets that can replace effort and consistency. Fitness tools amplify your results, but they cannot replace hard work, dedication, and structured programming. Those who succeed with it do so because they prioritize the basics first: training, nutrition, and sleep, and then layer supportive strategies like Ipamorelin on top to maximize results. 5. Sermorelin. Sermorelin is often presented as a more traditional and conservative peptide option. Unlike hormone replacement, sermorelin works through signaling. It stimulates the body to release its own growth hormone naturally, rather than adding external hormones. Common associations: people frequently associate sermorelin with anti-aging benefits, enhanced recovery, improved general well-being. Subtle energy or vitality boosts its reputation as a safer or more natural approach, makes it appealing, especially for those wary of more aggressive growth hormone secretagogues. What's realistic? The effects of sermorelin are gradual and modest. It is not a shortcut to muscle growth or dramatic fat loss. Instead, it can support processes that rely on consistent habits over time. The key factor is lifestyle. Sleep quality must be solid, training must be consistent and structured, nutrition must meet daily needs. Without these foundations, sermorelin will have little to no impact. Advanced tools like this cannot override basic physiology. They can only enhance what already exists. Key takeaway: sermorelin works best for those who are already disciplined in their routines. Its strength lies in supporting recovery, optimizing hormonal rhythms, and maintaining general well-being. 6. Thymocytin alpha 1. Thymocytin alpha 1 is a peptide that shifts the conversation away from performance and into immune health and inflammation support. Unlike compounds primarily used for muscle growth or recovery, thymocytin alpha 1 is most often discussed in the context of supporting immune function and helping the body respond to stressors. That's why it frequently appears in broader health and wellness discussions beyond the typical fitness circles. Common expectations: many people expect thymocytin alpha 1 to reduce the frequency of illnesses, improve resilience during stressful periods, minimize downtime or recovery needs, protect the body from external and internal stressors. The promise of enhanced immunity makes it particularly appealing for those who face chronic stress, travel frequently, or want to avoid frequent colds or infections. What's realistic? The reality is more nuanced. Thymosin alpha 1 may support immune signaling and cellular communication, which can help your body respond to challenges more efficiently. However, it is not a replacement for healthy lifestyle habits, and it does not make you immune to chronic stress. Poor sleep, overtraining, or exercise-related fatigue, burnout. No peptide can substitute for the fundamentals. It may provide marginal support, but your baseline health still depends on proper nutrition, consistent sleep, stress management, and sensible training. 7. Melanotin 2. Melanotin 2 is one of the most misunderstood and hyped peptides in wellness and cosmetic discussions. Its primary effect is on skin pigmentation, which is what draws most attention. Common expectations. People typically associate melanotin 2 with appetite suppression, increased libido, or sexual arousal. Because of these perceived benefits, it's often marketed as a quick cosmetic or lifestyle enhancer. What's realistic? Yes, melanotin 2 can influence pigmentation, gradually darkening the skin over time. Results are never guaranteed, and progress is generally slow rather than dramatic. Potential downsides. What is frequently ignored are the side effects and systemic risks: nausea or gastrointestinal discomfort, fluctuations in blood pressure, dizziness, or headaches, rare systemic reactions affecting multiple organ systems. Because it impacts multiple biological systems, melanotin 2 is not a cosmetic shortcut. Its effects are unpredictable, and misuse can lead to unwanted health consequences. Key takeaway: melanotin 2 is a peptide that should be treated with caution and respect. 8. GHK-Cu. GHK-Cu is a copper peptide primarily discussed in the context of skin, hair, and overall tissue health. Common associations: people tend to link GHK-Cu with improved skin quality and texture, enhanced wound healing, hair growth, and scalp health. These associations have made it popular among those seeking anti-aging solutions or support for minor tissue repair. What's realistic? GHK-Cu's effects are subtle, gradual, and incremental. It works by supporting cellular processes involved in tissue repair and regeneration, rather than producing immediate or dramatic results. Importantly, this peptide does not enhance athletic performance, build muscle, or accelerate fat loss. Its value lies in supporting long-term tissue health, not delivering rapid transformations. The main downside: the biggest challenge with GHK-Cu is expectation management. Many users expect quick, noticeable changes, only to feel disappointed when results are subtle and slow. Unlike fitness or performance compounds, the impact of GHK-Cu is incremental and cumulative, rewarding patience and consistency rather than speed. Key takeaway: GHK-Cu is a supportive tool for tissue health. Its benefits are real but subtle. 9. AOD-9604. AOD-9604 is one of the most frequently mentioned peptides in fat loss and weight management conversations. Its appeal is easy to understand. The promise of losing fat with minimal effort captures attention in a world obsessed with shortcuts. Common expectations: people often hope that AOD-9604 will allow them to lose fat without following a diet, burn calories without exercise, achieve a leaner physique effortlessly. What's realistic? In reality, fat loss still follows the fundamental principle of energy balance. You must burn more calories than you consume. AOD-9604 may provide support to specific metabolic pathways, potentially enhancing fat oxidation slightly. It may help some individuals optimize results when combined with an already solid diet and training plan. Many people become obsessed with chasing the perfect peptide instead of addressing the foundations of fat loss: sustainable nutrition, consistent exercise, and behavioral habits. Relying on AOD-9604 as a crutch can prevent meaningful progress and create frustration when expected results do not materialize. Key takeaway: AOD-9604 can play a minor supportive role in fat loss efforts, but it will never replace the basics. Fat loss is earned through discipline, consistency, and smart lifestyle choices, and no peptide can shortcut those fundamentals. 10. Retatrutide. Retatrutide is one of the newest names gaining attention, especially in fat loss and metabolic health conversations. It's often mentioned alongside GLP-1 medications, but it acts on multiple pathways related to appetite and energy regulation. What people expect: effortless fat loss, rapid transformation, no resistance. Yes, appetite regulation can make fat loss easier, but easier does not mean automatic. Habits still matter, structure still matters, behavior still matters. Potential downsides: digestive changes, energy fluctuations. It's the belief that fat loss should be effortless. Tools don't teach sustainability. Big picture reality: check. Peptides don't replace training, they don't replace sleep, sleep, they don't replace nutrition, they don't replace consistency, they support processes, they don't override them. Most disappointment comes from expecting advanced tools to fix basic problems. That's not how physiology works. So no, peptides aren't fake. And no, they're not magic either. They're tools. And like any tool, they only work when the foundation is solid. If you want more fitness content that breaks down advanced topics without hype, without fear-mongering, and without bro science, subscribe to the channel. And if there's a topic you want covered next, leave it in the comments. This is Fitness Facts and Zero Fluff. Train smart, stay grounded, see you next time.